Hi, this is Lane Jones with Fresh Take on Content. Today I want to share with you 6 warning signs and 7 steps to surviving Google Panda and Penguin updates. Something that has been brought to my attention with our clients as well as people who have suffered a nosedive in traffic from Google's updates with their algorithms. So if your traffic has taken a nosedive after a Penguin or a Panda update, and you are looking for a strategy, a real plan for getting your traffic back, that's what I want to share with you today. The good news is there are people who are recovering from these updates, but there are a couple of things that I do want to bring to your attention that you are doing or maybe have done that you may not have been aware that are affecting your search engine results. The first thing that I want to point out is your site linking to blacklisted or poor ranking sites? This is a clear sign that you may not be getting the results that you want because you didn't even realize that you were linking to sites that have already been penalized by Google. So if you're out linking to those sites or if they're even linking to you, you want to make sure that you're checking that. And this is just a quick snapshot from a software that I use that shows some sites that have been penalized by Google as a result of the Panda update. The second thing is, are you buying backlinks? If sites that are linking back to your site are poor quality, you're going to suffer search results as well. Your search engine results are going to suffer. And there are companies that say, we'll buy links for you, we'll put your links on high quality sites. Those sites are not going to be as reputable as you would like. So my caution to you is don't do it. If it's too good to be true, it probably is. The third thing you want to pay attention to is your content. If it's too thin, if it's misleading or not relevant to the search engine terms, then it's not going to rank as high in the search engine results as you would like, and your site will be penalized by a Google Penguin or Panda update. This is an example that I took straight from the Google Webmaster blog of a site that was penalized by Google with Panda updates. Are people engaged when they come to your site? Social signals are a part of search results. That is not going away. In fact, it's going to be even more critical because Google's search engine algorithm is a robot. Human beings saying what they like is going to start taking priority in the search engines. The fifth red flag: do you have plugins that auto-populate your site with OPC, other people's content? That is considered duplicate content. The person who published first, they're the ones who are going to get the search engine credit. So if I were you, I would also pay attention to that because you are not going to get the rankings that you're hoping for when you publish other people's content. And this is just an example of a sidebar widget by a company that says, hey, you can publish other blogs and keep your blog fresh. But I'm going to caution against that. The sixth red flag: are you spinning articles or publishing duplicate content yourself? So on the other hand, you might be publishing someone else's content on your site. You also want to be careful about publishing your content on someone else's site. And so if you have been learning from other internet marketers that might have done this back in the day when it was acceptable to spin articles, that's not going to work anymore because duplicate content is going to be penalized. The person who published it first, they're the ones who are going to get the credit. However, if you spin an article or if you publish duplicate content on a lower ranking site, that is going to affect your site even if you were the original publisher. So just be careful about publishing or republishing or even spinning your article and publishing it again. I just want to caution you about that. So here are some duplicate content nightmares waiting to happen. Article spinning, which we just talked about. Curated content. This has been kind of big last year and maybe the year before, where you take someone else's article, you add a paragraph in the beginning, you add a paragraph at the end, you call it a new blog. That's duplicate content. Once again, I'm going to just say if someone else wrote it, you might not want to publish it on your blog. Republishing your blog on another site without the proper tags. There is a way to republish a guest article. You want to make sure that you're doing that the right way. And of course, if you need help with that, you can let us know. Another red flag I'm calling these nightmares waiting to happen, is self-replicated websites. Self-replicated websites are websites that are exact same, except maybe the domain is different or the company name is a little bit different. That is also considered duplicate content. That for some reason has become popular with multi-level marketers, and that's also something, a nightmare waiting to happen. Purchasing pre-written articles from content farms. Now this one gets my blood kind of boiling a little bit. This really is something that I think that companies have been sold on just to keep their blog content fresh. But like I said, duplicate content is duplicate content. So if someone else wrote it and then you bought it from a content farm, I would imagine that both of you are going to get penalized for that duplicate content. Plugins, we talked about that. Auto-populating your blog with someone else's content is also a nightmare waiting to happen. So let's dig into some serious things with the Panda and Penguin updates in particular. When you hear us talk about Panda, we're talking about your content. When you hear us talk about Penguin, we're talking about your links, okay? So let's just kind of go over some things that Google over time has been implementing into their algorithm to make their search engine results better. So ever since 2009, Google has been frowning on duplicate content. I wanted to make sure I pointed this out because I want you to know this is not new. And I want you to also know that they're taking this seriously. So much so that if the content is duplicate, they're not even going to show up in the search engine results. Okay? Now in May 2010, that's when long tail keywords became popular, and that's where people are wanting to rank more for words that people are actually typing in the search engine and not just short keywords. November 2010, another update from Google, but here is where Panda comes into play. February 2011, that's when the first naming of the search engine algorithm, Panda, came out, and it affected 11.8% of English searches. And then another update came out August 2011, affecting another 6 to 9% of searches. That's where people started seeing nosedives in traffic from Google's algorithm changes. And this is just one example of a site that has published its actual traffic after a Panda update, just so you can see that this is real. People are losing real traffic as a result of these updates. So the other thing that has happened is fresh content with the caffeine indexing system. Google's caffeine indexing system affected 35% of searches, and this happened back in November of last year. And one of the things that Google has publicly put on the Google blog is that when customers are looking for something, they usually want what's published freshest, so the latest content. Not for all searches, but the searches that are affected by fresh content, Google's algorithm can pick up when it was published, and they will return those results back to their customers. So you want to make sure that you're publishing fresh content. 2012, Panda's update also happened in the spring of this year. This is one example of a company that was affected by Panda's recent update this year. And I purposely kind of grayed out the name because it's a big company, but I just want to let you know Panda's updates were affecting people as late as April this year. And then, of course, 3.9 came out just last week. So let's talk about Penguin for just a minute. The Penguin update, the first iteration of it happened April of 2012. And this is where Google found sites that were buying links to pass PageRank and found sites that were basically putting up links. They call them link schemes. They also said that companies that were over optimizing their links are going to be penalized. And these couple of slides here are just showing you post-Penguin sites. And this one right here in particular is from an affiliate site. So what does Google mean by over optimizing links? This little example here is what Google considers a natural versus an unnatural anchor text. So let's just take our website, Fresh Take on Content, in particular. Fresh Take on Content says that our hyperlink is freshtakeoncontent.com. So in the text for that link, I just need to call it what it is, or the name of our website. If I were going to call it something else, Google considers that an unnatural anchor text. In this example, if I said how to make money with content in the anchor text, Google would consider that over-optimized, and my site would be penalized for that link because I'm basically gaming the system by putting keywords in my links. Okay? So, two more important updates that I wanted to bring to your attention. First is the page layout algorithm. This is where Google is now penalizing sites that have too many ads above the fold. So when your customer comes to your site, if all they see is ads, they're likely going to close that page off and go to somewhere else. People have been complaining to Google about sites that are just full of ads, and so Google came out with the page layout algorithm earlier this year that penalizes sites or give you a lower ranking for ads, too many ads above the fold. So the other thing that Google has done is, as of January 2012, made it public that search engine results are now going to include social interaction. So as you can see in this example, this is a blog that I searched for healthy eating. And inside the search results, it's showing me how many Google Plus circles this particular blogger is a part of. Google is now making that a part of the search engine results because it's signifying to people, hey, this person is socially active, and it is kind of giving triggers to people who are involved in Google Plus. And so you just want to pay attention to that. Now, recovering from and preventing penalties. Here's the thing you want to keep in mind concerning any search engine, but in particular, we're talking about Google today. Their main job is to deliver quality user experience to their customers. So if there are sites on the website that don't have relevant and useful content, if the content is not engaging, if their website is not well structured, if those sites start showing up in search results, customers are going to be unhappy. When Google's customers are unhappy, Google is out of business. So just think about that. That's the reason why Panda and Penguin have hit so many sites. So one thing that I have to say is that the old school quick fix internet marketing schemes is dead. SEO may not be dead, but the old school way of search engine optimizing is certainly dead. People want relevant content. People want real relationships with companies. People want to click on a link and get to a site that promises to deliver quality content that is relevant to what they are searching for. So I just want you to know that it might have worked in the past. It's not going to work anymore. And if you have not realized that you were participating in link schemes or over optimizing your keywords, it really is okay. But just know that if you've lost traffic or if you're prone to losing traffic, it would be because your site might have done old school way of internet marketing. So the future of internet marketing is here, and that is based on relationships. People want to have relationships with companies that they're doing business with. They want to know that you're real. They want to know that you're genuine. And basically, they want to trust you. And how can they trust you if you are gaming the search engine? How can they trust you if there's no quality content for them to engage with? If there's no about page for them to learn more about you? If you're not socially connected so they can see real people behind your brand? So just think about that. When you are building your website, when you're talking to your SEO person, and know that the reason that your website might be penalized or might have already been penalized are for these reasons. And that is, you have to have relevant content that is engaging and that people are connecting with. And Google search engine algorithm is smart enough to detect that. So we want to be able to help you if you have gotten into some troubles with Google, Panda and Penguin updates. We want to help you get your traffic back, improve your website engagement, and increase your conversion with our 7-point website diagnostic and repair system. The website diagnostics repair system is focused on your website, the links on your website, and the relevant content on your website. The main thing that we're going to be focusing on is the quality of your links and the quality of your content, because high quality links and high quality content have been proven to increase search engine results to help you get more traffic, and not only get your traffic, but keep it. We want to help you keep your traffic for the long term. And so the 7-point diagnostic includes a diagnosis of links that are coming into your site. So if you have guest published a blog somewhere on a site, if you're a chamber member and your website is linking from their website, we want to evaluate the quality of those links and make sure that those sites are also high quality websites, because you don't want to be having links pointing to your site as an inbound link that are poor quality. The second part of the 7-point diagnostic system is outbound link audits. That includes cleaning up blog comment spam. Some of you have websites that are deep with comments and you don't realize that the people putting comments on your blog are spammers, and their sites are pulling down your search engine rankings. So we want to evaluate all of your outbound links, not just the ones that you publish, but also the ones that people might have published on your website as they have left comments. The third part of the diagnostic system is sidebars. We want to clean up those sidebars. If you have too many banners, if you have too many ads above the fold in your banners, if you have other people's content, we talked about that, in your sidebars, we want to help you clean that up as well. So let's talk about the repairing of that. The repairing of your site, we're going to give you a link building blueprint that's included in the 7-point system. And the link building blueprint is going to be white hat, meaning Google friendly, quality links linking back to your site and also linking out to your site. So we want to help you improve the quality of your links, which is also going to improve the quality of your search engine results. The fifth part of the plan, the 7-point system, is social media integration. We cannot leave out social media. As I mentioned earlier, the things that are being traced in the algorithm is how many people are commenting, the time spent on the website. Is this site engaging? So we have to include social media in there. So the 7-point system includes a social media integration, as well as the 6th point, which is fresh content. This is where our main service to you is going to be helping you get content that is quality content, content that is engaging, content that people want to share, and content that's going to keep your site fresh in the search engine. Every time you publish something from your website, Google has a chance to re-index your site, and so that is going to help you get organic search results faster. So that fresh content blueprint is going to be key to helping you get your traffic back. And it also includes keyword research, which is a biggie with helping you know which words are right for you to be ranking for. And so we're going to help you come up with a game plan for keeping your content fresh and relevant so that people can come to your site and know that, yes, this is where I want to be. The 7th part of the 7-point website diagnostic system is a 90-day free checkup. The checkup is for you to have a game plan that I'm not just going to turn you loose with it. We're going to check back in with you after 90 days. As I said before, the quick fix schemes don't work. We are here to help you get long-term engagement with your clients, long-term relationships for loyal customers. And so we're going to check back in with you every 90 days to make sure that the game plan that we laid out is working for you. And that's what's included in the diagnostic. So what we want to do is just make it easy for you to get started. And we know that you're trying to get your traffic back, and we want to give you some quick results. So what we have come up with is a way for you to get started for free. What we realized is that the biggest thing that is affecting sites now is the Penguin algorithm that is looking at the quality of your links. So your website traffic may be dipping over time and you may not realize it just because of the quality of your links. So what we've decided to do is give you a quick check. And in a quick check, you can see the value of your links. You'll also get an opportunity to look at some of the keywords. We'll pull out some of the keywords that you're already optimizing for, and then give you some suggestions for better quality keywords that you could be ranking for that you may not have been aware of. So the quick check really is to help you understand how our system might fit into your existing search engine optimization plans And it also is, of course, letting you test drive our services. So if you want help by getting some quality content, engagement on your site, and also getting your traffic back as a result of building relationships with your customers, we want you to give us a try. Fill out the form below. What we're going to do is give you a quick check report back. The report usually takes between 24 to 48 hours, depending on if it's a weekend or not. But of course, I work all weekend, and so does some of our staff. So be sure that we'll get you the report back as soon as we can. Test drive the service, see if it works for you, and we look forward to working with you and helping you build a better long-term plan for getting your site Google and Panda proof for long-term engagement with your customers. Thank you so much for listening to this webinar. I hope we can help you, and I look forward to working with you soon. Take care.